Another point, if you're starting up advocacy, is, I guess, finding spaces and other people who you can bounce ideas off, who you can talk to about what you're thinking. I think community is really important in advocacy, because it's hard work. It's hard work to call things out, or like, to constantly send a message of change to a society. And when I mean society, I mean like the whole world, that are all creatures of habit. People get very comfortable. So change is a difficult conversation always. And if you have a community around you where you can, go and let down your guard a little, I think that's important in an advocacy space.
Yeah. And it's a safe space as well, even if it is just one other person to have that safe space with, because sometimes, like you said, it's about sort of challenging habits, and it makes people uncomfortable. And one of the ugly sides of it is that you cop a lot of hate or like backlash for pushing something that's seen as radical, or pushing pushing certain views. And you have to keep doing it, but it's hard to just do it all the time, sort of. And it's just the negativity sometimes. It's like it comes hand in hand, but we don't talk about it so much. We don't talk about the way sometimes, we get dragged, and you have to have somewhere to recharge and just feel validated as well.
Totally. Yeah. And I think it's important. Like, I know, again, when I started off, when people would say, like, find a community, or where are the other people? Like, it's a very overwhelming question. Like, what is a community? And I love that you said it can also just be one other person, one other person from school that you vibed off when these topics, one other person from work, also it can be structured spaces. They can be like Facebook groups where you join and you listen to what people are saying and you ask questions. They are starting to exist now quite a lot more, obviously, than a few years ago. So it doesn't have to be like a formal organization where you go and sign up and you're like, oh, now I'm part of this community.
Oh, yeah.
It's whatever you make of it, as long as you have a space for it.
Yeah, that's a really good point about community, especially in these times, right, where things are super digital. Social media, I know I've probably said this so many times before now, but like, it is a great tool, and I think we just need to utilize it that way.
Yeah, I agree.